In this video, we're going to answer the top 10 questions that you've asked us about van life. How, what, where, why, sleep, water, toilets, mail, washing, living costs and more.
For those that are new here, I'm Ollie, this is the wonderful Amy, this is our beautiful motorhome which we brought a few months ago to live in full time with our cat, little Timmy. Everyone tends to ask us this question, and to be honest, we park anywhere we want as long as we're not disturbing people. So we wild camp, which basically means we don't stay on campsites. We tend to just stay around residential areas, but we kind of have a rule with that where we just don't take the piss. We don't stay right outside someone's house. We'll stay where there's kind of a wall there.
Or there might be like a really tall bush down the side of someone's house.
Just places that we're not in the way basically, and people can't complain about us being outside.
We will actually do a whole video purely based on how we find places to sleep and what we do. And when we've done it, we'll link it up here somewhere. We find this, I guess, like the most tricky one when we're out in public. So the idea is to find public water taps. We actually stay within the safe zone at the moment of going and using like friends and family's houses and pretty much just using their garden hoses, because we found it quite hard to find public water taps around our area. Had a chat with a few people, turns out we're just not looking hard enough. But ideally, when you're out on the road, you find public water taps, which can be petrol stations, in like communal garage areas, outside public toilets, and you buy the equipment to attach a hose or even a bucket to these taps and then feed into your van. You have to be careful because not all of it is drinking water quality, but again, we'll do another full video on this and we'll link it up here.
Basically the same meals that we were having when we were in the flat, or if we were to be in a house, because we have a full kitchen. So we've got 3 gas hobs, and we've got an oven, and we've got a grill. So we just transferred house life to van life, and we just cook the same meals.
Also, our fridge is pretty big and our freezer's like big enough for us as well. So we've got no problem with storage. We've got cupboards and drawers everywhere, so we can literally fit all the same food.
We even cook a roast dinner on a Sunday.
That is true. This one's quite easy. We either send it to friends or family, or we use things like Amazon lockers, which are everywhere. So really easy for us if we're traveling.
You can also get like a PO box, which they can scan your mail, and then you can use it like that as well. And you can also use that as like a residential address.
And you can pay the post office to keep your stuff and you can go and collect it, but I'm pretty sure it's
a pretty hefty
it's
thing.
pretty expensive.
We tend to find places where there's no parking restrictions, so we can just stay there for as long as we want. Generally, living in a town is quite hard because there's a lot of parking restrictions everywhere, so we're quite limited to like places we can stay. We've got like Goring Gap,
Broadwater Green,
but they've actually put limits there now, so you can only stay there for 4 hours, I think. So yeah, there's quite a lot of places where you can't stay for too long.
So we also use like supermarket car parks here and there. And luckily we've got an affiliation with one of the car parks near where we work, so we can stay there for an extended period of time. But they're not ideal if you don't want to get your wing mirror clipped, so we try and stay out of those sorts of places. Otherwise, there's like families' driveways, which we utilise sometimes, which is very handy.
So this is by far the best £12 we spend a week, which is taking our washing to a laundry service where they basically wash, dry and fold our clothes for us, and it's wonderful. It just saves us so much time and effort. We just drop it off and pick it up 2 days later, and it's all fresh and clean and folded, and we just put it away in our drawers, and saves us a couple hours a week.
Yeah,
it's unreal.
Just want to give a quick shout out to the urban motorhome, Darren, who gave us this amazing idea on his YouTube channel. So we'll link his channel somewhere up here now, but thank you, man. You've literally given us like 8 hours a month back, so thank you. And here's also a link to a video of us doing our chores on the road, if you want to watch. Ugh, my least favourite job. It's actually really easy, it's just a bit gross. But the best way to find somewhere to empty your toilet is just to go to public toilets. So you have to be careful of the open times because they do close and they are monitored. But we just use public toilets, and on the occasion where we've missed them, like the opening times and they're shut, we have been lucky enough to be able to go to a friend or family member's house and empty it there, but public toilets are the one.
So we have this wonderful thing This is a MiFi box, so essentially we have a data-only SIM. Just put it in here, and this just acts like a Wi-Fi box. So we just connect all our devices to it, and away you go. It can be, depending on where you are, the signal sometimes isn't great, especially around Worthing's not the best, to be fair, we noticed that. But overall it's pretty good.
To be fair, it's not as cheap as you think. Not for us anyway at this moment in time who have bought a motorhome on finance. It costs pretty much the same as if we were to live in a flat, and we've done a whole video on that, which we will link up here for you now.
So because we live in such a confined space and we work together on 3 jobs now, we have figured out we do need our kind of time apart. It's important, it's healthy for a relationship, which we've kind of figured out the last couple of weeks, especially being winter as well, because summertime obviously you can be out a bit more, and yeah, now it's a bit more confined in this space. So yeah, we just basically make sure you take enough time for yourselves and have a partner. If it means just going to a coffee shop one day, or just seeing a friend, or just something like that, and even just working in a separate room. Sometimes we can just close off the bedroom, and I can be in here working whilst Amy can be in there. So it's just trying to find ways you can kind of have a bit of time apart when you spend a lot of time together in a confined space, and being winter now as well. We hope that answers some of your questions. If you guys have any more, then comment below and we'll try and answer them for you.
Quick one before we go. 92% of you don't subscribe to our channel.
Shocking.
If you found this video useful, it would really help us out if you subscribe to our channel. The button is just down here somewhere.
You know, we have bills to pay, we have a cat to look after. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.